When it comes to comic book collecting, I have been of the opinion that the indie space is where it's at and where nerds can go to find all types of fun adventures, especially since the big two have been giving us slop like Batman was really an android called Failsafe and Mary Jane is Venom. So, where do you go? I have selected 5 indie campaigns that I am incredibly excited for.
Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the
Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. Now, I know there's a lot of amazing indie campaigns going on right now, and this is by no means an exhaustive list or a complete list. These are just 5 creators that I have become acquainted with online, that I've read their stuff before, and I'm excited that they're releasing new items or at least launching their crowdfunding campaigns in 2025. So, if you're looking for something new to read, if you're a nerd or a geek like me who is just so tired of the mainstream slop that has been coming out, here are 5 indie comic book campaigns that I am excited for this year. So, right off the bat, I am going to shout out my good friend C.S. Johnson, who is doing the 3rd issue of her Discord series. By the way, I am wearing the shirt. This is what it is. So, I have been following C.S. Johnson for a long time. She and I know each other from the indie novel space, and I was so excited when she delved even further into comics. She's done other comics besides this before, but this is more like an exciting traditional superhero tale, and it's great. And by the way, I read the script for Discord 3, and you all are in for a treat. Let me just tell you, and I can't wait to see it in its full comic book form. And she also revealed this variant cover that is going to be part of the campaign when it comes out. So definitely excited for this one. Up next, we have Iconic Comics Black Ops number 7. Now, this one is kind of bittersweet because it is the finale of the Black Ops series. So, for those of you who don't know, Black Ops follows a secret government organization that are using highly intelligent animals and their handlers on covert operations. It is so much fun. I got into Iconic Comics with Common America 2. I immediately bought Common America 1 and I never looked back. I love all of their stuff. And like I said, I am a little sad that this is going to be the finale, but the Iconic Comics team assure me and others that the Black Ops characters will appear in other releases that they are doing. This is just the final issue of Black Ops. So at least we'll see them make guest appearances and maybe even have short stories in the back of like Common America or whatever else is connected to their world. But I'm really excited to see what Timothy Lynn, Mark Pellegrini, and 8 Husa are up to with this issue. Tyler Carpenter of Draw and Talk Comics has announced that he is doing a 5th entry into his series, The Girl with the Mega Fist. And this is actually the series that got me involved with Draw and Talk Comics. I was doom scrolling basically on a crowdfunding website, and I came upon issue 4 of The Girl with the Mega Fist. And you all know me, I have to start from issue 1 or at least the first issue of an arc if it's a floppy. Fortunately, Tyler had a catch up option where you can get the first 3 with number 4, and I'm so glad I did that because this series is great. In fact, I love them so much that I backed his project Blackjack Duelist. I'm so excited. He is incredibly talented, especially making his comics look like sort of traditional 90s manga. I really like that style, and I really like what he is doing with his releases. Oh, and before I forget, this cover for The Girl with the Mega Fist, this is not the cover for number 5. In fact, Tyler has not released, as of the recording of this, a sketch or a tease of it. So this is a variant from issue 1, but I just wanted it here as a placeholder. So don't get confused. This isn't the cover for number 5. This is a variant for number 1. Number 4, Drawing Aces Comic Group is releasing an anthology book with some of their most popular releases, as well as a bonus first look at another comic they are preparing. So I actually know Edwin Acevedo, who is the writer for all of these stories. He's a really cool guy. He and I are part of a Twitter group, I guess X group now. Sounds weird when you say it X group. But anyway, he's a really cool guy, and I really like his comic The Ace as well as Bloodbone, which by the way are both featured in that. In fact, it includes the origin of how his sort of alien suit wearing hero David Diaz got control of his suit. It's one of those situations where a teen, he encounters an alien suit, he puts it on, and then aliens detect that the suit is active and come and try to take it from him. So it is one you're not going to miss. I really enjoyed the first one, and I think you will enjoy seeing the origin in this anthology. It also features Bloodbone Violence Has a Price. I really like Bloodbone. It kind of reminds me of those zany, ultra-violent comics from the 90s that were real big, where, it's just a straight beat 'em up. The character can just take punches and names at the same time. It is really fun, and I had a blast. I actually have the black and white version, which I really enjoy. It also includes Raid of the White Leopards, Part 1 Vikings, and I'm not familiar with that particular comic, but it looks really cool, and I think it's going to be a great addition to this anthology. It's going to have a new character in the short story, Xavier. That's like Savior, but with a Z. And I think it's going to be really awesome to see and read. I always like it when indie creators are coming up with new characters. It's going to have Blue Blaze, which is a short story written by Joe Ball, creator of Death, Death, Death. This is another one I'm not very familiar with, but I look forward to getting familiar with it through this campaign. Last but definitely not least is the Mighty Golden Patriot. This is one I've been so excited for. My fellow YouTuber, Yellow Flash, he has been teasing this with his artist, John Dillard, and the two of them are releasing this through Ripascend. Now, that is Eric July's publishing company, not part of the Rippaverse, so don't get it confused. The Mighty Golden Patriot is its own standalone story, published through Ripascend, but it's not part of the Rippaverse. So I just wanted to clarify that. But the cover here looks fantastic. I am very excited to see a Super Sentai Patriot. I think it's going to be a masterclass, and I think it's going to be a thrilling adventure. Let me know in the comment section below, are you excited about any of these indie projects? Do any of them interest you? I would love to hear your thoughts. Tell me, is there an indie creator who you would like to see featured in one of these? I love highlighting indie comic book writers and artists, indie movie directors, indie musicians, and so much more. I think those of us in the indie space need to stick together, so I'm always looking for new creators to support. If you like that video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. Not to mention, that is a great way to support the work that I do here. Another great way to support me is to head on over to my new website, studiojakemedia.substack.com, where you can sign up either for free and read most of my articles, or you can become a paid subscriber where it unlocks all kinds of really cool perks. So that's studiojakemedia.substack.com. Thank you in advance. Speaking of indie, I am an indie novelist. That's right, I have 4 books out now. I've got Cacophony, which is a tale of faith and fear. It follows a group of angels battling demons over the souls of a small Texas town. You're not going to miss it, especially if you are into the paranormal and the supernatural. If fairy tales are more your speed, check out my series, The Seven Royals. Book 1 is All Good Things. Book 2 is Breaking the Stars. It follows a group of your favorite fairy tale heroes as they battle a dark army of orcs, vampires, werewolves, giant lizards, and evil mages to protect their homeland. You're not going to miss this. I guarantee it. And best of all, number 3 is on its way. It will conclude this trilogy. I will not George R. Martin this. Last but definitely not least, check out my fantasy romance novella, Blessed Child. It is about an elf princess who discovers she is pregnant with a human baby. Her father, the king of the elves, has to protect her because the elves aren't too keen on being ruled by a human. So he hires a disgraced knight who is on the path of redemption to be her bodyguard, and the two form an unlikely friendship. It is about courage under fire. It is life affirming, and I guarantee you are going to love it. So pick up 1 or all 4 at Amazon.com. Leave me a 5-star review. It really helps out small indie creators like myself. Not to mention, if you want to read some of my short stories, head on over to studiojakemedia.locals.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.
Cause I've been living life right like I